We are underway here in game number 2 of the elimination bracket. Xavier and Louisiana Christian. It's an 0-1 count on Covington. She fouls off the bunt attempt, 0-2. For the Wildcats defensively, Houks at first, Broussard at second, Montgomery's at third. The shortstop is Burgoyne, left to right across the outfield. It's Hunt, Medrano, and Koch. Behind the plate is Doche and Ross in the circle. A little flare behind short, and that'll get down. And that is hit number 1. Oh. So it looks like Covington's going to be out. She will be. The center fielder, 0-0, Madison Winston. It'll bring up Winston. So that's going to go down as a 2U. Winston drops the bunt down, and she'll have a bunt single. Nope, so she's going to come back to home plate. What a mess of a start to this game. Oh, and 1 the count as Winston gets called back. And it's outside, 1-1. Shows bunt. And it misses outside, 2-1. In the air, left side. Burgoyne will make the grab. First baseman, number 5, Aaron Dale. So with 2 outs, it's Aaron Dale. Watches the first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. In for a called strike, 0-2. Ross working ahead. The 0-2 from Ross. Fouled away. The 0-2 is up and away. And it's a 1-2 count on Dale. Swing and a miss. Some sword action there for strike 3. It'll be Hunt, Broussard, and Doche leading off the bottom of the first when we return. Hunt will lead things off in the bottom of the first. Mandina will be in the circle against her. It's a 1-0 count. And that one's fouled off her foot, 1-1. There's the 1-1 from Mandina. Misses 2-1. On the ground, right side, diving Levine. Not going to be able to complete the throw, however, so it's a single for Hunt. And that'll bring up the second baseman, number 23, Lexi Broussard. Corners pulled in. Running on the pitch is Hunt. The throw. She's got a stolen base. It's an 0-1 count at the plate. Wildcats getting the legs moving early. The 0-1 from Mandina. Broussard tries to bunt it, popped it up foul. It's 0-2 on Broussard. Floats to the feet of the catcher. And Hunt will move up on the wild pitch. One and two count, runner on third, nobody out. Wildcats threatening here in the bottom of the first. Broussard fouls it away. Here's the 1-2. On a line to left. Catch is made by Covington. The throw to the plate. She's in there. The catcher, number 16, Jordan Doche. So with one out, the Wildcats have a 1-0 lead. And Doche fouls off the first one. It's 0-1 on the Wildcats catcher. Pitch from Mandina, foul tip back into the mid 0-2. Up and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. On a line up the middle. Doche's got herself a 1-out hit. First baseman number 27, Bella Hauk. First pitch swinging, and she fouls it out of play. Called strike. And the count's 0-2. Skips in. Blocked by Lewis behind the plate. It's a 1-2 count. Wildcats with one run across already in the inning. Liner over the head of Williams. It's short. Back-to-back singles. The designated player, number 14, Bevan Hartnett. And now Xavier's going to have a chat in the circle. Lewis going out. One out in the inning. Runners on first and second. First pitch from Mandina to Hartnett. Misses low and inside. Fouls that one off. Makes it 2-1. Two-1 to Hartnett. Over the outside. Corner evens it up at 2-2. To short. Williams flips to second for one. The throw on to first, not in time. It's a fielder's choice for Hartnett. There'll be runners on the corners with two down. The pitcher, number 9, Brooke Ross. First pitch to Ross. Line to right, and Evans there for the catch. That'll end the inning. The Wildcats strand 2, but they score 1 on 3 hits. Williams, Mandina, Levine due up when we return for the top of the second. Maya Williams leads off in the top of the second. Her squad trailing 1-0. And it's upstairs to open the at-bat. 1-0. On the ground. Fielded at third. Montgomery fires over for out number 1. The pitcher, number 27, Michaela Mendina. Pitcher versus pitcher. That one's called a strike on the outer corner. Up and in, 1-1. Ross checks the wristband. Now the 1-1. Fouled away. One-two off speed, got her swinging for out number 2. Second baseman, number 12, Destiny Levine. On the ground, charging it short is Burgoyne. The throw gets her in time. And the Gold Nuggets go down 1-2-3. We'll be back with the bottom of the second. It'll be Coach Montgomery Medrano due up when we return. Koch will get things going in the bottom of the second. Mandina's pitch low, and the inning begins with a ball. Xavier lost to LSUA yesterday, 8-0. Outside 2-0. And the game for the Wildcats kind of got away from there against Texarkana. Here's 2-0 to Koch. Low, 3-0. Swinging on the 3-0. Koch on the ground at third. Browns throw to first for out number 1. Third baseman, 0-0, Mackenzie Montgomery. First pitch swinging into right, and the catch is made by Evans. Center fielder number 2, Mario Medrano. 2 down, it's Medrano. And it misses 1-0. Mandina checking on where it was. Plate umpire says it was up. Outside, 2-0. Infield, left side of the infield pulled in with the slap hitter Medrano in. It's back to the top of the order should she reach for Emma Hunt. On the ground, a comebacker, Mandina to Dale at first, and that retires Medrano for out number 3. We're headed to the top of the third. Lewis, Brown, Evans due up. Sequoia Lewis leading off for Xavier here in the top of the third. Only 1 run on the scoreboard so far, and it's for the Wildcats as Ross starts her out with a strike. The 0-1 popped up. And coming in and not making the grab. It's going to fall for a single into shallow center field. Third man down. That is the first hit of the game for the Gold Nuggets. And it's outside 1-0. That one fell into the triangle out there. Here's the 1-0. Misses 2-0. Squares around a bunt, gets it down, foul. It'll be called a strike, 2-1. Might have been a double contact there while she was still in the box. Not bunting this time, lines it at Burgoyne, the throw back to first, and it's dropped by Hauk. Right fielder number 3, Kiara Evans. And it's over for a called strike. 0-1 to Evans. And that one hit her. Little runners on first and second now. The left fielder, number 1, Maya Covington. With 1 out, Covington squares around a bunt, gets it out in front of the plate. Doche has no play, and the home plate umpire signaling she was out of the box. So it's going to go down as a strike. It'll be 0-1. Covington's almost starting out of the box. Squares around, it's a ball 1-1. And here's the 1-1. Squares around, pulls back again. Ross misses low and away. Gets the bunt down, it's foul. Deadened it well enough, it just didn't kick out in front of the plate at all. So it's 2-2 on Covington. Right back from whence it came, Ross fires over to first to retire Covington as Evans and Lewis advance. Center fielder 00, Madison Winston. And it brings up Winston. Thought about bunting, pull back 0-1. Xavier trying to utilize a lot of small ball here early in this game. Get the Wildcats defense moving and trying to utilize their speed to the best of their ability. See a lot of slappers in the top half of this lineup for Xavier. 1-1 on Winston. Fouls the bunt away. Outside, 2-2. On the ground to Ross. She fields it cleanly, and the throw over to Hauk retires Winston. So Xavier strands a pair. It'll be Hunt, Broussard, Doche due up when we return. Bottom of the third, Essence Wallace takes over in the circle, and she will face Emma Hunt. The top of the order for the Wildcats. Mandina goes 2 innings, allows 3 hits, 1 run. Oh, and 1 starts the inning. Over at third, Brown pulled in. Williams pulled in at short. Halfway in at second is Levine. Here's the 0-1 to Hunt. It's 1-1. Wallace winds and delivers. Check swing, foul down the third base line. The 1-2. It's 2-2. Count runs even. Hunt's 1 for 1. And it's outside. Counts full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And called strike 3. The second baseman, number 23, Lexi Broussard. First pitch to Broussard, taken through the left side. 4th hit of the ball game for the Wildcats. First of the day for Broussard. And now the catcher, number 16, Jordan Doche. We'll bring up Doche. There goes Broussard, a late swing at the plate, sliding in. She'll have the stolen base. Doche 1 for 1 so far. Now she's got a runner in scoring position and a chance to add to the lead. And an illegal pitch called. It'll be 1-1. The 1-1 to Doche. Outside, 2-1. Oh, that one bounces up. Williams sticks with it. It'll go as an infield single. That one hit the dirt and just bounced right up on Williams. She seems to be okay. Having a chat with her coaching staff here. And a little bit of laugh in there. So she'll stay in the ball game. the first baseman, number 27, Bella Hauk. That one just rocketed off the ground. 1 away and 2 aboard. And it's low 1-0. Wind starting to pick up here a good bit. Might wreak some havoc on pop-ups. 1-0's over, first strike, 1-1. Catches the outside corner. They get 1 and 2. The 1-2 misses outside. Evens up at 2 and 2. Here's the double deuce from Wallace. And an illegal pitch called. It's ball 3. Wallace having some contact issues with that back foot on the rubber. They took out the rule that allowed you to, like, jump stride forward. Here's the 3-2 to Hauk. And it's ball 4. The bases will be loaded, and time is called. Pitching coach coming out. It's Broussard over at third, Doche at second, Hauk's at first. Bases loaded and 1 out. Really a prime opportunity for the Wildcats to drive in some runs. The designated player, number 14, Bevan Hartnett. So Hartnett with 1 out. It's still a 1-0 game. Bases loaded. A hit or two. Starts up and in, 1-0. Check swing, said she went around 1-1. Goes after the high stuff, foul territory. And the catch is made by Dale for out number 2. Pitcher number 9, Brooke Ross. That brings up Ross with a chance to help her own cause. Fired it outside, 1-0. outside, 2-0 on Ross. And an illegal pitch, make it 3-0. Big time hitters count for Ross. Rio get me over fastballs there for a strike. It's 3-1. Hitters count. Ross has got to be sitting dead red. Here's the 3-1. Fouled away. A good hearty hack from Ross. Wallace one pitch away from escaping the inning without any damage. Payoff pitch. In the air, right center field. Winston giving chase. She'll make the grab. The Wildcats leave the bases loaded. It'll be Dale, Williams, and Mandina due up when we return. Aaron Dale leading things off in the top of the fourth inning. Just one hit for the Gold Nuggets so far on the ledger. And Dale 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Ross back out there in the circle for Louisiana Christian. And that's going to be hit number 2, and it's going to be extra bases. Dale rounding second, and she will stand there with a double. Shortstop number 4, Amaya Williams. First pitch to Williams. Outside, 1-0. Leadoff double for Dale. Williams takes that one on the inside corner. One fouled straight back. Oh, it's 1-2. Upstairs, Williams wouldn't go after it. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Williams down by way of the K for out number 1. Designated player number 27, Michaela Mandina. In the air to left center, struck well. Hunt on the run, not going to get there. Dale being waved around. She'll slide in safely. An RBI single for Mandina. And it looks like Xavier going to opt to go for a runner here. Now running at first base, number 7, Jada Hughes. Hughes comes on to run. Now batting the second baseman, number 12, Destiny Levine. Gets the bunt down, but it's foul. One out for Levine. Hughes over at first. And it's down in the dirt, 1-1. Two and one, the count on Levine. Lewis waits on deck. 2-1's called a strike, evens it up at 2-2. Pulled down the left field line, foul. And only just. Guess the correct pitch type there, the off-speed changeup, and just got out ahead of it. And that one's fouled off. Back-to-back foul balls. Still 2-2 on Levine. And time's called. The umpires are going to get together. And they're just going to confirm that that was indeed a foul ball. If not, it would have been strike 3. The 2-2 on the ground at third. Montgomery to first for 1. Hughes will take third. And there are 2 down. Catcher number 18, Sequoia Lewis. That one's upstairs. On the ground, a short. Burgoyne over to Houck for the final out of the inning. Xavier does get 1 run on 2 hits, leaves 1 stranded. Koch, Montgomery, Medrano due up when we return. are in the bottom of the fourth. Wallace back out there. For Xavier, and Mandina has re-entered as the designated player. Coach getting to it before she comes back up. We appreciate seeing a failure to re-enter the designated player a couple times this year. We're not gonna point out who. 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the fourth. Koch leading off. Wallace. First pitch swinging is Koch. Pops it up right side. Dale has it. That's out number one. Third baseman 0-0, Mackenzie Montgomery. Here's Montgomery. And it's fired over for a strike. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike now. On a line to center and down. 6th hit for the Wildcats. Center fielder number 2, Muriel Medrano. Squared to bunt and pull back. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 to Medrano. Outside, pops out of the glove. Montgomery thought about it. Two and 0. LC center fielder. Brown pulled in at third. Williams halfway at short. The 2-0 is upstairs. 3-0. Elsewhere in the RRAC Championship, LSU Alexandria ahead 7-1 over Texas A&M Texarkana. And that one's outside. So a 4-pitch walk, and it's runners on first and second. It goes back to the top of the order for the left fielder, number 17, Emma Hunt. And again, Williams and Brown are going to be pulled in. Levine is shifted slightly toward first and halfway. Dale's in front of the bag at first. Squaring to bunt, pulling back, a called strike. The throw to third. They got her. A 2-6 caught stealing to third. You don't see it often, but very nice wheel play defensively there by Xavier. Here's the 1-1 to Hunt. Call the strike, 1 and 2. just misses 2-2. Xavier wanted that one. On a line, down the left field line, and foul. And Covington, who was playing shallow, came up just shy of making the catch. Two and two, the count on Hunt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, 2s everywhere. Here's the Deuces wild offering from Wallace. Counts full, 3 and 2 as it skips in. Now the payoff pitch. Foul back. This will be pitch number 8 in the at-bat. Three-two. Got her looking on the outside corner. We're headed to the top of the 5th. It's 1-1. Brown, Evans, Covington due up when we return. Brown leading things off, and a new right fielder for LC. Carly Stein has come on. And misses down 1-0 to open the inning. Ross still out there, so Stein replaces Koch. The 2 Carleys. Here's the 1-0. On the ground, back to the circle. Ross fields, fires. Brown's retired. The right fielder, number 3, Kiera Evans. Here's Evans. Baseball in. Evans gets the bunt down, really well placed. Nowhere to go. The left fielder, number 1, Maya Covington. So with 1 out, Covington, Evans over at first. And that one misses. 1-0 the count. Outside, 2-0. Runner going, the throw. Evans is in there, and it's 3-0 count at the plate. A stolen base for Evans. 3-0 offering on a line foul off the Wildcats dugout netting over there down the third base line. Jabs at it, foul tipped it, 3-2. Covington, full count. Ross winds and delivers. Fouled away. And an illegal pitch called. So that'll be, oh no, Covington's going to be called out. There's 2 down. Center fielder 0-0, Madison Winston. Covington out, and it'll bring up Winston. Misses outside. 1-0. One-0 from Ross. Fouled away. 1-1 the count on Winston. Here's the 1-1. Going is Evans, and she's stolen third. Nobody covered. Doche was ready to come up throwing. Now Evans in prime position here. If Winston can reach, gets the bunt down, and it's foul. Two and two the count. Another one lifted foul, giving chase his Hunt. Here's the 2-2 from Ross. On the ground at third. Montgomery's throw, she's safe. Now in comes Evans to score. It's 2-1 Xavier. First baseman number 5, Aaron Dale. Is a huge run to take the lead here in the top of the 5th. 2-out magic from Xavier. Fouled away. 2-1. Three and one. Hitters count for Dale. And it's ball 4. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change for Louisiana Christian, so we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher after this. Williams swinging at the first pitch, popped up to Burgoyne at short, and that will end the inning. So Broussard, one pitch, one out, gets out of the jam, but Xavier takes the lead on 2 hits. It's 2-1 Gold Nuggets. Broussard, Doche, Hauk due up. Broussard leads off here in the bottom of the 5th as the Wildcats trail 2-1. 1 run on 6 hits for LC, 2 runs on 5 hits for Xavier. Nobody's made an error defensively. Baseball and a lightning delay in Sterlington. Sounds like they've had some more schedule shifting. The afternoon games that were originally scheduled to be played today have been moved to tomorrow. And they're just hoping to finish off today's games if they can get a break in the weather. Here's the 2-0 from Wallace. Misses 3-0. Broussard 1 for 1 with an RBI. She had a sacrifice fly in her first plate appearance. Here's the 3-0. Over for a called strike, make it 3-1. In the bottom of the 5th over at Wildcat Park, LSUA leads Texarkana 7-2. 3-1 to Broussard, hammered into right center field. Winston giving chase. It's going to fall in between Winston and Evans. That'll go as a double for Broussard. The catcher, number 16, Jordan Doche. Both outfielders had a long way to go to get there. First pitch to Doche, thought about bunting, pulled back, it's 1-0. laced foul. Doche 2 for 2 in the ball game. LC up now to 7 hits. Here's the 1-1 from Wallace. On the ground, a short. Williams backhanded, snags it. The throw. Gonna get away. And there's runners on second and third. And time called. As Kaylee Anderson's going to call everybody in here. The outfielders are in. The battery's been told to go back to the circle. It's less of a pitching conference here as it is a conference to get the defense to lock in. And it looks like that's the 4th visit defensively for Xavier. At least I thought that's what the field umpire was flashing. The first baseman, number 27, Bella Hauk. So with nobody out and runners on second and third, it's Hauk. First pitch. Misses downstairs. LC trailing 2-1. 2-0, a hitter's count to Hauk now. Wallace toes the rubber. Winds and delivers the 2-0. It's upstairs, 3-0 on Hauk. Hartnett on deck. And the 3-0's upstairs. A 4-pitch walk to Bella Hauk. The designated player, number 14, Bevan Hartnett. One misses low. 5 straight balls now. Maya Broussard waits on deck. Two and 0. Two O's over for a strike. Hartnett looking for something she can drive. Infield pulled halfway in for Xavier. Here's the 2-1 offering. Right back at Wallace. She knocks it down. The throw to the plate. They will cut the runner down. That is a huge out number 1. The pitcher, number 3, Maya Broussard. And now we might have a pinch hitter. Barry Roberts reaching into his. Oh, excuse me, maybe a pinch runner at first. Looks like Hartnett's going to have a runner. Burgoyne will run. Now running at first, number 22, Madeline Burgoyne. So Broussard's going to hit for herself here with one out. And the base is loaded. Wallace, first pitch. It's low, skipped in, 1-0. The 1-0 to Broussard. 2-0. Wallace behind in the count again. Two O's over for a called strike. The 2-1 to Broussard. Chopped foul. That one went off of her. So it's 2-2. The 2-2. On the ground, left side. Brown cuts it off. And it'll be dropped at first, and now it gets away. A second run is going to come around. And it's 3-2. The right fielder, number 19, Carly Stein. Gets the bunt down. Over to first, and they do get the out. Everybody moves up, and now it's Montgomery. Third baseman, 0-0, Mackenzie Montgomery. First pitch to Montgomery, a called strike, 0-1. Down the line and foul. Oh, and 2 on Montgomery. On the ground, a short. Williams to Dale. That retires the side. We'll let the Wildcats get 2 runs on 1 hit. Helped along by 3 errors. They leave 2 stranded. Mandina, Levine, Lewis due up. So Mandina will lead things off, and it's now 3-2 Louisiana Christian. Over for a called strike to open the inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Soft liner to short. Broussard over to Hauk for out number 1 to retire Mandino. Second baseman number 12, Destiny Levine. One misses for a ball. Two and 0 the count. Broussard looks in. In the air to center. Madrano's there. 2 down. Catcher number 18, Sequoia Lewis. First pitch to Lewis over for a strike. Comebacker snagged by Broussard over to Hauk. And that'll end the inning. Xavier goes down 1-2-3. It'll be Madrano, Hunt, and Broussard due up when we return. Madrano leading off, and she will be the first to face Phillips. It's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Catches the outside corner. Evens it up at 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And no, an illegal pitch will be called. Oh, 2-1 count. Fouled away. It's 2-2. And it's 3-2. Flip change doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase the high stuff. 1 down. The left fielder, number 17, Emma Hunt. So it's back to the top of the order for Hunt. That one misses up, 1-0. In the bottom of the 6th. Two and 0. On the outside corner. Makes it 2-1 now. Two one from Phillips. 3-1. And that'll be a walk for Hunt. The second baseman, number 23, Lexi Broussard. And it'll bring up Broussard, who has an RBI in this game. There goes Hunt, called strike at the plate. Throw escapes into center, but no damage done. The bunt is down, and it is fair. The throw to first retires Broussard. Now the throw back to third. Diving in safely is Hunt. Catcher number 16, Jordan Doche. It's 2-0 on Doche. Swing and a miss. Runs the count to 2-1. Hunt's over at third. Inside.